Okay, well, sorry about that. We're on lap 6 here, and we're gonna try to get this thing rolling here. Hopefully we don't have any other issues. By the way, Okay, now we got some race sound. Here we go. Lap 7 underway. Alex Heath has taken the lead up one spot from where he started there in second. Chris Phillips had the pole, but he has fallen back a few spots here. 8th now. But we are well underway here. Sorry about the issues we had up front. Rick Baldwin, back from a couple-week hiatus, is back at it and taking second place here from Gordon Spain, it looks like. Mike Allen up to 4th position, up 4 spots from where he started. Great run for him so far. Wanted to mention, I heard from him earlier that he lost his nephew earlier this week, and name was Trevor, 6 years old, unfortunately. So he is going to be driving his heart out, trying to do the best he can for him. We want to send our prayers to that entire family. I know they're going through it right now, but we are praying for you. Well, Alex Healy continues to lead here. Some pressure from Rick Baldwin now, though. Looks like Rick's going to be looking for the lead, and he's got it right now on the outside. Looks like that outside's pretty fast for him. See if he can sail it through these corners here. There he goes, Rick Baldwin to the lead. Going to see if he can lead a few laps here. Got a good gap already. We'll be talking a little bit about our different leaders here in this series, as after this race there's only 2 left, and so you can Bobby Hall is our points leader. You see him in the 94 truck right there, currently in the 5th position. Alex, he is 2nd place in our points. He is in the 3rd position right now. Like he's kind of falling back there a little bit, so maybe cook them tires a little bit, or maybe just trying to hang on to them and not burn them up for later in the run, as we do got a caution on the track, it looks like. Like we had any issues as far as a accident. Oh, wait. Maybe Foster? Alex Foster? Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. So the 41 and the 24 get into it. 24 got the worst of it into the wall. There you have it. All right. So Rick Baldwin's going to be leading them now. Only 12 laps in. Not sure if he's going to go ahead and pit and take the field with them, or if they're going to stay out here for a little while. I'd imagine most are going to stay out, except for those who were in the accident themselves. And while we have the moment, let's talk about those points a little bit now that we're under caution. Bring those up so you can see Bobby Hall Jr., like I said, in first. He got 510 points. Alex Healy in second with, I'm sorry, 519 points with Alex Healy in 505. So 14 points between them with 3 races left to go. Plenty of time for him there. Dan Worthington a little bit further back here, but in 3rd position for now with 470 points. And 462 for Matt Grenier in 4th. Chris Phillips in 5th. He's got 456. So really only 14 points separate 3rd to 5th. So there's a lot of racing to be done left here still, and nothing is determined at all at this point. So we'll have to keep an eye on these top 5 drivers as we continue through this race and the last 2. And let's see, so a bunch of drivers did pit. Looks like top 12 now have stayed out, but everybody else did pit. So varying strategies already. Rick Baldwin, who had the lead, he's going to come out, I want to say second. Yeah, second amongst the drivers who pit. And so Yeah, so Chris Phillips right there, he's the first to pit. He is in 13th. Gordon Spain, though, started pretty far up front, started in the 4th position. Now is going to be first. And so these trucks up here will have a good cushion before they have anybody get to them with fresh tires. We'll have to kind of take a look and watch that divide there and see how quickly these folks can pass them. So it looks like the lights are off the pace car, so we're going to be 1 to go here. Get this back going at lap 15. If these drivers can keep it, these guys that have the warmer tires, not worn, but warm, yeah, they're going to be hot tires, and they're gonna want to spin a little bit. So these top 12 that stayed out are going to have to be a little easier on that throttle on this restart here. Michael Allen now at the 3rd position, so he also stayed out. Racing very well tonight. Here we go, back under green. Gordon Spain goes a little bit late in the box there. Hits a great jump, though, so he's going to be clear to take whatever lane he wants. Looks like Mike Allen's going to get clear as well for that 2nd position. Now we'll have to see if he can hold that away from Alex Healy. Bobby Grady taking a look on the inside here. There's 3 different lanes being used right there. Not 3 wide, but 3 different lanes being used right there. Nice wide track. You can do that. There's single file. We'll take a look back here. Chris Phillips, remember, he's the first one on newer tires. He's going to stick to the bottom for right now while those tires are fresh. Let's go back up front as we got a battle for the lead. Mike Allen looking to the inside, trying to take that away from him. Doesn't look like he can quite get it done right there. So the outside is definitely prevailing, definitely faster. Especially if you're stuck too wide and you're on the inside, if you can't get all the way out to that wall and throttle off like you want to. So that's definitely hindering him there. But now they're going to both take the bottom 2, 3, and 4 here. Looks like Mike Allen's got good momentum again. Peeks to the inside. And 2nd caution is out. Let's see what happened here. Steve Shue, Wes Wigan. Take a look at it. Oh, it looks like Rick Baldwin, and they just kind of came together there. Oh, no. That didn't end well. Dang, those cars are pretty tore up, unfortunately. Like they'll be using their fast repair early. That's too bad. We would have been nice to see if Mike Allen could have got him there, but I think maybe now these guys are going to have to pit. You see Mike Allen dipping off there. He's going to pit. And Grady didn't. Gordon Spain didn't. Alex Heath didn't. Bobby Grady did. And I'm wondering if it was even open yet. Because there's the pace car now, so Mike Allen may have gone in early, and I think that's going to just be an EOL. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's what. They're not the end of the world for him. We got a couple laps here. Let's see if we can. Doesn't look like many guys pit here, so let's see if we can dial up Gordon Spain and talk to him for a moment. Hey, Gordon, Matthew in the booth, you got me?
Hey, how's it going, Matt?
Very good, man. Hey, looking pretty sporty out there. Staying out on tires again. What's the thought process here? How much further can you go on fuel?
I'm good for another 20 laps almost on fuel.
Okay.
I don't
All
want
right.
to start burning through tires too quickly.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty slick out there, I imagine, huh?
It's not too bad. Okay, I'm just trying not to overdrive it and
All right. Very good. Well, you're
race too
looking
much
pretty
side by
good.
side.
You gonna try to hold this lead, or you just more kind of in a conserve mode than anything?
It depends. I mean, if he wants to put a lot of pressure on me, he can go ahead for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of riding and conserving.
I hear you. All right. Well, good luck
Trying
the
to
rest
at
of the way,
least.
bud. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
He's gonna race, but not too hard. It sounds like. Guess with 20 more laps, so they can go about 40 laps on a fuel run. So that'll be good to keep in mind for later as fuel strategy kind of starts to play into this whole thing. All right, let's get him through 3 and 4. So we'll get started here. Lap 21 this time. And that means that these guys that haven't pit yet could probably go to about lap 41 through 43, we'll call it. They have had a couple cautions, so that'll give them a little bit of a buffer. There you go, Gordon Spain back out front again. Great jump for him again. And now we got Bobby Grady in the second position. Mike Allen, after pitting there, I think out of sequence a little bit, he finds himself in the 18th position. He would have been back there anyway, being the only one that chose to pit. So, but he's got himself some fresher tires, and we'll see if he can get back up through the field as Healy and Gordon, or Grady, sorry, are going back and forth here. We'll see who's going to prevail. Grady's doing very good on the inside. We haven't seen very many people be able to hold it down there like that with speed. I think he might get him this time. Oh, and Ely kind of scrapes the wall just a little bit. That's going to scrub some speed. His teammate, Bobby Hall, behind him, wants to get through. Oh, no! Bobby Hall and Grady are in it. You saw it right there live. And we'll take one more look from the overhead here in just a moment. There we go. Yeah, and the 94 just kind of stayed low, and the one just came up, and I don't think he thought that the 94 was going to stay that low. Looks like we have a secondary here with Thomas Hall. Let's take a look at that one. He may have just kind of been driving into this a little bit. See much there. He's just moving through. That's Highball. Yeah, I don't really see anything on that one, so back to our live view here, and it does look like the top guys have not pit. Looks like most have not right now, so we're still not going to pit here just yet. Obviously, the cars that got some damage, they're going to pit, but not the leaders. There we go. Now they're going to pit. I thought they already crossed that one. So, okay, so they're pitting. Now everybody's going to pit here. And that's interesting. So we're going to see who comes through. Let's go into our pit lane. You can see a bunch of cars on the outside there still going through. Now, those are the ones that probably pit the first time around. And so they don't need to at this point. But you do see right there Chris Phillips coming back in, and he's going to pit again. He is getting tires, so he's going to use 2 sets already. He'll have 2 more sets, which is plenty for the rest of the race. There goes the race off. He wins that. Go back out, so Foster's going to be in the lead. Amaral, Shepard, and Wigan behind him. Alex Healy will be in 5th position, so really only 4 cars that stayed out, and the others that that came in were a lap down or had damage or still in there, so not a factor there. All right, so 3 cautions already, and we are 25 laps into this, so these guys will get it sorted. We'll get a long green flag run here in a little while, and then we'll definitely be able to see who is going to be able to hold those tires, save them a little bit more for those long runs. Lights are off the pace car, so we'll go back racing this time. And I don't know, I can't really tell, but it looks like that the top couple of guys may not have hit it at all. That would be kind of interesting to see if these guys can hold on to this at all with that worn of tires, but we'll find out. Not sure exactly if they have hit yet at all or not. Right, so pace car is going to dive off here, and we're going to get this going again. Alex Foster's got control of the field. There he goes a little bit later in the box as well, and he's got a great jump. He's gone. Let's see what the other guys can do. Alex Healy right there, he's got fresh tires, so he's going to try to get through here as fast as possible. Probably going to have to use the bottom like he is, because those guys aren't going to give up the top or the fresher tires. He'll be able to do that for a few laps, but doesn't want to wear out those tires too quick. They are 3 wide. Alex Foster's going to lose that there. That Amaral. Oh, and you see it again. You saw it at the top of the screen there, the 101. I think he went around. We should be getting a caution here. 101 is Shepard. He is rolling now. Take a look at that right quick here. There you go, that 101 in the middle of that 3 wide. Jeff Ledford coming up through there, just kind of comes up a little bit. He gets a little bit out of shape, and then the 00 just tapped him, and that's all it took right there. That's unfortunate, but he is running again. Go back up front. Wes Wigan's got the lead now. Take his turn to lead a lap or 2 here. See what he can do for a little while. Ooh, and Amaral kind of scraped the wall there a little bit. That's going to cost him some speed. Spain goes to the bottom, trying to get both of them. Got his nose out front, but we'll see how the momentum goes off the corner. Going to go as low as he can to shorten that track. Is still out front. He leads that lap. Let's see if he closes the door here. He's clear. He does. He's going to go ahead and take the preferred line now. Ooh, oh, that's too close. Oh, no. And they're going to wreck for the lead. It's like once they got tangled, it's just there was too much slide, nothing they can do. Oh, Q got collected in that one. 70s around. Grenier's off track. Wes Wigan trying to limp it in there. Dang, that's rough. And out of all of that, Healy gets back to the lead. I think you could take a look at it right here from the overhead. They just kind of bumped and then crossed over and just very loose and nothing they could really do. Amaral goes backwards into the wall. Got some damaged trucks again here. Looks like we might be getting Mike Allen back on the lead lap. He should be our wave around. Should be. And with just about everybody pitting, can't imagine but a few trucks that stayed out would be pitting on this one. Excuse me. So Healy leading. Remember, he's second in points right now, so this is good. Bobby Hall is the leader. He's in 10th right now. So good points right now for him. Chris Phillips in the 5th position. He's the 6th truck there. He's in 3rd right now. And he being in 5th in points, this would be good for him to kind of try to climb that if he could finish up here in the top 3 as well. But very early in this race still. Lots of time left. All right, well, still single file lights are on. We're probably going to be we'll probably get green at lap 34 here. We got a bunch of cars on pit road. You can see the number of them there. Like it's the 113 of Worthington. Shepard's now coming off. 88 of Wigan's on there. Amaral's on there. I think some of these guys are not taking the fast repair. They're electing to kind of use some time to do that, so they'll try to go, as you see the field kind of coming to them, they'll try to get as much repairs done as they can and then get back on the track to not lose a lap, or use their fast repair, going to try to save that for later. There they go.
Can you mute us momentarily?
Yeah, hold on.
When you looked at this, did it look like a dump to you? Yeah. Right. And I kind of wanted to rub your mind on it because it's one of those things where he could have let off, but I think the draft sucked him into. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and they're asking for shit.
All right, so we are 1 to go. You see they're going through 3 and 4 now, and they will be seeing the pace truck off, and they'll get it going. Alex Healy in the lead at this point. Looks like we got Jeff Ledford's going to go ahead and hit the pits right now. That's odd timing, but we'll see why he might have done that. Alex Healy gets a great jump for himself. Chris Phillips is going to take 2nd here. Got a bunch of racing back here in the middle. I wasn't muted. Oops. Oh well. You guys got a little insider view then. All right, so 92-24 side by side. Steven Shute got through them. Steven Shute now in the 4th position, so he had an early accident and is recovering nicely. I think he had to use his fast repair, unfortunately, so he's going to have to be a little bit careful here, but with single file up front, there's no better place to be. 38 Gordon Spain going to be trying to come back now after his issue. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, he wasn't. All right. I don't think I could mute him, though. Not in the moment, but anyways. All good. Matt Grenier using the high side there, but Gordon Spain not giving up on it on the low side. He's still going to try to make that pass, but definitely harder to do down there. We'll take a look up front. Alex Healy continues to lead. Great race for him so far. He's been very strong all day. Chris Phillips not giving up, though. He's also pulling through this field. Big gap here at the lead. Let's kind of go to the middle of the pack here where we got some more racing. We got Dalton Hall right there. Gordon Spain can't get anywhere right now. On that bottom side, you see Jeff Ledford there. He's back on track. He is 2 laps down at this point, though, so must have had some kind of issue. I don't know, maybe he got a black flag speeding or something like that and had to serve that. That would make sense, but I'm just speculating. Not really sure what happened there. Gordon Spain and Steve. Gordon Spain to the low side again. Probably does have fresh tires after just being in that incident, and he's able to make that pass as well. And now he's take a look and see what he can do with Michael Brooks. Pretty wide back behind here. 41 decides to get out of that in the middle. Hard racing here for Stephen Shue, and Grenier gets by him just now. Shue's lost a couple of positions, but probably no big deal. Just these guys are racing pretty aggressive here. A lot of times when you get a lot of the quick cautions, you start to get in that mode where you think, okay, we're just sprint racing here, and you got to make up everything that you can every lap because the caution is going to come out and you want to make those positions. The problem is that mentality is what causes the cautions to come out. So the double-edged sword there. And I think what's going on here is Stephen Shue has a little bit older tires. He was in that incident earlier. I think he got tires then and hasn't since, probably. So he may be on a little bit different tire cycle than some of our other drivers. And looking, got any close racing back at the 70 who was in that last one as well, trying to make it back up through. Trying to get through Dan Worthington here, but this is for the 14th position, unfortunately, at this him. There's Gordon Spain still trying to make it back up through. Made it to the top 5 now, so he is pushed to the field. Ledford's super fast right now as well, but unfortunately he had to pit there, so he is, let's see, he is laps down. Gonna have to wave around, but he is dogging the 38 now. Gordon Spain is like, leave me alone, man. I'm trying to pass this guy for position. But Ledford's fast and he wants to get through. He's looking right there in front of him. A few trucks in front of him. He can get one of those laps back and then only be 1 lap down, and then a lucky dog, and boom, he's back in it, you know, so he's got to race hard right now. Get that. See, there's Chris Phillips now closing that gap to Healy. See if he looks to the inside here to make a pass. He does. All the way down to the bottom for Phillips. Side by side. Momentum goes to the outside a little bit, but Phillips is hanging tough there. He's not going to let him clear. Let's see if he can slide through and get this one right here. Clear right now, not anymore, so he's going to need one more corner at least here. He got him. All right, so Chris Phillips to the lead. Little crossover action here. Healy's not done yet. That's going to be tough, sliding in like that. Chris Phillips is probably going to have the momentum off, but they are side by side. Who's going to lead at the line this one? Looks like it's Oh, I couldn't even tell you that was so close. But they got Phillips in the lead right now, so we'll say he led that one. He had momentum for sure. There he goes back around to the front. Now look, Ledford's right there, and Chris Phillips is a teammate, so not that he can slow down, but I tell you what, if he gets to him, he's probably going to give him a lane so he can get around and get a lap back. Now you see that Chris Phillips got the lead from Healy. You can tell how much faster he actually is. Now there's Schumacher. He's having a great run. He's up 12 positions from where he started. So great job for him sitting there in third now. There's Ledford going around. Now he's going to try to get his lap back. Now we've just got him and he's just got a teammate in front of him to get one of them back. And Phillips has such a lead, he probably could let him go by. Gonna have to catch him first. Ain't no freebies around here. Go back here, a little bit of a hornet's nest. We got Bobby Hall Jr. We got Michael Allen. Oh, sorry, Michael Brooks, 92. Grenier's there. Haynes there. Bobby Hall trying to march through. He's Healy and Phillips up there. Knows he's got to get there because of the points. Ooh, and the 15 shot low real quick. Got loose or got a little touch there. Not sure, but great save by him. They're kind of getting this a little worked out now. Let's take a look back out front as you see exactly what I was thinking. So Ledford got himself back around. Now these guys are probably going to work together as much as possible, but Ledford is fast right now. He's pulling away from his teammate. That always happens when you're having one of those races a couple laps down. That's when you have the best truck ever. Never fails. Taking a look through the field here, not a whole lot else going on. We still got these guys kind of going at it here. Bobby Hall's gotten through them now. Brooks, Grenier, and the one car truck, sorry. And the one truck, Bob Grady, he is a lap down. So he's not for position. These other two are for positions, for sixth, in fact. So just a two-car battle here, but three happen to be in it. Back out front, Ledford is just gapping him, but it looks like Healy's starting to close that back down a little bit. Buckler's right there too. Seems like it's just hanging right there at about 3 to 4 tenths. So not really making up any room is Healy on Phillips, but see right there, Schumacher definitely making up some ground on Healy, so he's going to have to start to play a little bit of defense here. We're probably about halfway through this fuel run. I figure these guys can go to about 75 to 80, somewhere in there. Schumacher kind of falling back now, so just couldn't get that done. But just as I say that, he had a really great corner. That inside's just so tough to pass on, but here he goes. He's going to try. Can't get it done down there, unfortunately. Just not enough grip and momentum. You see he's loose off the corner there trying to make something happen. And they're not even really battling each other, but Phillips now has over a second lead, so he is pulling away from these guys. Take a look a little bit further back. Dakota Shepard, who had the issues earlier, is now trying to come back up to 9th, battling for 8th right here. Looks like he's going to be able to make that pass, so put him in the 8th position now. So solidly in the top 10 and back in the running here. Scott Millard there just going around Amaral. Looks like Amaral is going to be pitting here. Now Schumacher kind of fell back. Spain got around, and now Spain's going to take a shot and see if he can get Healy. Can't do it yet. Spain looks to the inside just like Schumacher did, but I don't know if that's going to work. There's just nothing else he can do. Alex Healy's going into the corner so high. You know, you don't want to go all the way up against the wall. You're just going to get into the marbles, and that's not going to be good. So he can't really go there. He's blocking that off. You got to go to the bottom. But I might try something a little bit more in the middle. See if I can make that work. Kind of like that. You see, he's staying a lane up at least, and I think that's going to help with his momentum. Still can't get it done, so it's a tough pass, that's for sure. Oh, and the 97 is loose right there. This might open the door, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to take advantage of it. All that's doing is just dragging them back to these other two trucks. The Schumacher can get back in it now, and they brought Bobby Hall with them. Now it looks like you see Ledford there. He was driving so fast that he kind of ate up his tires a little bit. Now he's gone back 2 laps down. But almost a 2-second lead now for Phillips, so he is smooth sailing with maybe 15 to 20 laps before he's going to need to pit. This is still the closest battle on the track here. You got 4 trucks. Everybody trying to get second position here. Alex Healy goes low now. Is he going to pit? He is. Alex Healy is pitting. And let's see if that brings the other trucks in. Alex Healy, the first to pit. Let's keep our eye on Phillips here, and let's see if he is going to pit as well. Like there's a couple trucks. West Wagon, 92. They're pitting. There goes Phillips. Yeah, see, once somebody goes in, the fall off on tires is so much that you just have to. So that's going to give the lead to Gordon Spain right now. Just to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at here. So best lap of the race for Gordon Spain is a 30.88. His last was a 32.68. So that's 1.8 seconds slower per lap. And that's why, as soon as Healy came in, Chris Phillips had to follow him. Now these other guys are staying out, and so they're going to go ahead and just do the long haul. Not sure what the fuel strategy is going to be here, but you do Schumacher and Grenier both hitting pit road right now, so we're going to see them start to trickle in here. Gordon Spain still leading as we are fastly approaching halfway. From here, everybody can solidly make it on one more pit stop should we stay green. So the people that used a couple sets of tires earlier, this long green flag run has kind of equalized that. So everybody should have enough tires now. And there goes Bobby Hall. He's going to go ahead and go in. Gordon Spain's going to stay out here. Continue to lead laps. $93.44. both on pit road as well. I remember earlier in this run, I did mention that Gordon Spain was faster and probably had fresher tires. So, and as I say that, he is not going to stay out for a few laps. He is going to go ahead and come in, which will give the lead to Highbaugh. We'll see how long he decides to stay out. So the 101 is Shepard. He's coming in. Shepard is coming in as well. There's Alex Foster again, but I believe, yeah, he's a lap down, so not poor position. And the 94 is right behind our leader here, so you see him in screen now. He's probably going to be able to unlap himself pretty quickly. Past halfway now. Bobby Hall gets himself back around, back on the lead lap. Currently shown in the 7th position. And oh no, and there he goes. Hold on to it, buddy. He's all right. Get her going. So now Q's got the lead for the time being right now. Obviously, these guys are just going to be shooting by him because they're so much faster on fresh tires. For the moment, that high voltage machine of Q, he's got the lead out front for a little bit. Dan Worthington in the 113 also pitting. Guys, he probably could do another 5 laps at least. Not sure if he wants to do all that. Like he's off pace here. Is he pulling in? He's going to pull in. Little loose there. All right, so Scott Millard, another high voltage teammate there. He's going to pit as well. And that should hand it back to Alex Healy here. With Chris Phillips right behind him. I think that pretty much does complete the pit cycle, so everybody kind of back around and nobody going to get stuck should a caution come out. Bell's going to look to the inside here, see if he can make this pass right now. Going to be very close at the line. Give it to Alex Healy for the time being. Bell's going to go all the way to the bottom. He is clear right now. Let's see if he comes up the drive. Oh yeah, he's definitely got him. Got him by a truck length. Ooh, and caution comes out just after he made that pass, and it looked like it might be Amaral here. Not sure if it's solo or not. Let's take a look. He is already off pace right there. Doesn't look to have any damage. Not sure what happened there, but with cars coming out of the pits like that, they definitely got to throw that caution. He is in the way. Not really sure what happened to him there, but we are going to line him back up. Chris Phillips back to the point just in time. And with everybody just pitting, I would not assume anybody's going to pit right now. But we will see. Phillips, one of those trucks that pitted twice early and got tires, so he is going to save that extra set, that's for sure. Dan Worthington there, he's a lap down. He's the first car lap down truck, I should say, and he's going to take that wave around here. if he can. That lucky dog. Bobby Hall's going to come in and maybe top off me. If he's tires here. Don't think he came in on the first stop, so he does have an extra set. Going to put him back in the field a little ways, but fresh tires, it might help. Let's do. Like he's just topping off fuel. Yep, just topped off. So just trying to make sure he's got a little bit more fuel in the tank. Still showing him in 10th position, so not a bad play there, maybe. Although I do believe they are solidly in the one more stop range. Maybe he was just a little bit close since he came in early. Maybe a little bit close there. Just trying to get enough to make sure he's got enough for a green-white check, or should it happen. See if we can dial up Chris Phillips here. Chris Matthew in the booth, got me.
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey, bud. Well, doing pretty good out there today. You look pretty sporty, pretty fast. How's it feeling?
It feels pretty good, man. She's a tricky one, but feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, look, you got back around there just in time, so you control this field. You got like your chances going forward here.
I do. I wish it would have went green. Obviously, built a good lead there, and kind of was conservative coming into the pits. But if we get some green flag laps, I feel like it'll benefit me more.
Yeah, it
I feel
definitely
like I
looked
can
like
save
it on
these
that
tires.
run for sure. So you were pulling out late in that run. So if we get another one here, you're going to be good. Hopefully that happens for you. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll be watching.
Yep. Thanks, Matt.
All right, there you go. So that's our leader, Chris Phillips there. So we'll see what he can do. See if he can. I mean, obviously he's going to be able to control the field, get the jump here. Boombachler's been fast. He's been fast. Gordon Spain is back to, let's call it 5th, and obviously he was very fast earlier too. So, and Stephen Shu in the 00 in the 6th position, so he's back in the hunt here. So I know Chris Phillips didn't want to see that caution, but that's a bunch of trucks right there that really did, because they got all bottled back up and another chance at it here. Chris Phillips kind of goes middle of the start zone and gets a great jump. 33 not really able to follow him through, so it looks like 97 is going to hold on to that. Now maybe looking to the inside a little bit here, just kind of using a little bit different line. Look at the 38, how he can just dive into those corners on the low side. He's going to stay low all the way down there. That does not look to be working out there, though. Can't really do nothing with it there. That bottom side is tough. 33 slides in line there, so the 15 can't get momentum on him. Alex Healy doing a great job staying in 2nd position, but Chris Phillips is gone already. Ooh, and the 33, John just kind of scraped the wall there a little bit. Looks like he's going to be all right. Give a shout out to Q there, and that's 71 in the 6th position. Great run for him here. Using the bottom lane. And this 33 is just glued to the back of the 97. Now the 38's getting some momentum on the inside. Let's see if he can complete this pass here. Gonna be tough, but he is clear. He's gonna shut the door. He is. Oh, and the 71 just came up into the 33. Dang, and he was doing so good there in the 6th position. We'll take a look at it, but I think he just overdrove that corner a little bit and just got up to him. Yeah, you know, I gotta say, I'll say this. You know, the 33 was thinking he was 3 wide, and so he stayed down. And then the 71 didn't realize they were 3 wide because they weren't technically. And see, they just had already made touchdown because he thought the 33 was going to be up against the wall. So that's tough right there for the 71, having a great run. Unfortunately, got some damage now. I'll tell you, Chris Phillips didn't want to see that either. He wants to see green flag runs. Pulling away very quickly. So we'll re-rack it, do it again. Not a whole lot of change except for Spain took second from Healy, so he made that pass just in time. And here we go. So he's going to go in. Spain stays out, and they drag in a bunch of cars with them. Most of the field looks like Highball's going to stay out. Dalton Hall, Michael Brooks is going to stay out. All are staying out with Gordon Spain there in the lead. Pretty much everybody else and these guys that were in it, fortunately, got some damage from it. Go watch and see. I would imagine Chris is going to be able to get off here first. So the double zero's coming out, the one's coming out. Those guys are a lap down though, so he is going to win the race off. But that's going to put him, Phillips that is, in the 5th position because 4 trucks did stay out. Be interesting. 4 trucks out front. Retired a little bit slower. Oh, led for back, guys. There's your 2 pseudo leaders, I would say at this point. Freshest tires and always running up front today. Lights are off, so we'll go green after this. This is just going to be about who can work that traffic better. 6 of the 97, who can get through these 4 trucks faster, not get as hung up. Inside line, obviously, get the jump first, but we'll see if that 44 of Hall can make that jump with them, so that Phillips can try to follow through and pin those 2 on the outside. $45 laps to go here as we get green. 44 to go. 38 gets a good jump. 92 gets a good jump. Now you see the 6 just pull to the inside here. Try to get the 44 real quick. There he goes. Okay, so he's got that. He's going to stay to the bottom. Get that 92 off the corner as well. That's the difference right there. And you see the 97 still stuck back in traffic. Actually losing. Maybe scrape the wall a little bit there or something. But he's losing now. So Grenier is the first one behind Phillips with fresh tires. Still got a couple trucks in front of him. So this is a big difference right here. Should we stay green here, this is going to be a huge advantage for Chris Phillips. See him easily go around Spain here with those fresh tires, and he's going to be out front. He is smooth sailing now. That Grenier is back in the 5th position, and he's got a few trucks he's got to get through. You got Steven Shue right there working on him, and Bobby Hall as well. So these guys are battling with fresh tires. then they got to get around these guys. Meanwhile, Chris Phillips is going to start to check out on them. Even Shu gets through there. Good corner for him. Now he's got to try to set sail on that 44. He can get around him real quick and put a little distance, guys. Can't quite get that done, but teammates behind him battling. Now he's clear. There he goes. Okay, so he's going to be able to try to climb up through. He's in 4th position now. Kind of been an up and down day for Shu, and this is great recovery here as the laps wind down. I'm not sure what happened, but Alex Healy all the way back in 10th now. An unfortunate restart for him, and not really rebounded just yet. There you got Chris Phillips out front by almost half a second now. 92 of Brooks doing a great job hanging on with a little bit older tires. Even Shu working on Gordon Spain there, working on him hard. Got Dakota Shepard down there. Prevail here. Kind of running the same line. He's staying there, but Bobby Hall's fast. He's getting inside now, so he's going to try to get 2 of them right here. I think that 38's holding Shu up a little bit, and just hasn't been able to get around, but Bobby Hall's going to do it on the bottom. He's going to be clear right now. He's got a 2 for Bobby Hall up to 3rd position as these two stay side by side. Now I think Shu's going to be clear. There he goes. Now he got him. Gave one up and got one as well. Phillips running strong out front. Not really checking out the field too bad, but still got a good cushion here. Good lead. Now Matt Granier's going to work on Gordon Spain. See if he can make that pass there. Alex Heath continues to fall now in the 12th position. Now that is last on the lead lap, so he's not going to go any further down than that there on the scoreboard, but a little bit off pace here on this run. He's 2nd in the points, and Bobby Hall now gets around the 92 that has older tires, so Bobby Hall is now about 9/10 behind Chris Phillips. Bobby Hall leading the points. Alex Healy in 2nd. Healy falling off right now. This is not good for his hopes to get to the 1st position in points. At least not in this race, not right now. Keep an eye on that gap out front. Looking back, it looks like Steve try to start working on Brooks there as well, but got Greener behind him, so you've got to keep an eye in the rear as well. By the bottom, side by side now. Matt Greener's trying to decide who to go with. I think Shu's definitely going to be faster. Like he could be, and he's barely clear if anything. Can't quite do it right there. Matt Greener's still undecided on which lane he wants to go with. These guys continue side by side for laps. 92 went a little bit high there. That's going to open the door so Shu can get by. Now Grenier's going to give it a shot. Can't get there this time. He's going to have to try again. Field here looks like Schulenbachler and Healy going at it now. Goes Healy back around, so he goes from 12th to 11th. He is trying to come back, but a little bit of a gap there in front of him. He's got a lot of work to do still. And Grenier and Brooks still going at it. There goes Grenier. He's going to slide up in front of the 92, just take that whole thing away from him. Leads that pass. That puts Grenier in 4th. Steven Shu in 3rd. Bobby Hall still in 2nd. Chris Phillips in 1st. And I'll tell you this, Chris Phillips is widening that gap. It was under a second, so he's picked up about half a second in the few laps that we were away. Like a couple of guys are on pit road here. Wes Wigan, Dakota Shepard, 38. They're going to go ahead and make their pit stop now. Definitely can make it here with 30 to go. And when are these leaders going to come in? That's the question. Last time Chris Phillips, the 2nd place, I think it was Bobby Hall also, he pit a lap before. So this time, if I was Phillips, I would want to lead that. I would want to be the one being the first one to come down. You don't want to lose that, you know, 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds that you lose when you do an extra lap with older tires. I would think that he would want to be the first to come in. But right now he's faster, so he's up over 1.5 seconds now. So it's a tough call, but the 97 of Alex Healy is on pit road now. So while he had fallen back quite a bit, he's going to have fresher tires here for a little bit. Nobody in the top 10, top 9 pitting here on this go. And you see these guys are running different lines. Chris Phillips is up towards the top. Bobby Hall still running the bottom. If he does it again here in 3 and 4. Yeah, he's definitely going towards that bottom, whereas Chris Phillips is definitely staying up high, so that might be the difference there because he just gained another 10th there on that lap. Now remember, Worthington in P5 right now, he is our 3rd place driver, last on the podium. Phillips is trying to catch him 14 points behind in the 5th. So while Worthington is in top 5, this is definitely a number of points that he can gain if he can hold this position. Almost 1.8 seconds now. Now you see Chris Phillips go to the bottom. Is he going to pit? It's way too fast for that. No, he's going to continue on. Like Dan Worthington is pitting from the 5th position. Michael Brooks is pitting as well. Now let's see if this brings Phillips down, seeing those guys pit. $25 to go. Didn't pit this time. Look at Mike Allen there. We talked about him earlier. Losing his nephew, Trevor, this week. Ooh, 41, I think it was, in front of him. Scraped the wall. And he had an issue earlier. Bounced back now. He's in the 5th position. So I know he's still got a pit, but I know it feels good to be up in the top 5 here. And Bobby Hall has pit. Bobby Hall is in the pits. Chris Phillips probably got to come in this time. Doesn't. He's going to elect to go one more. That might be a mistake. We will have to see, but that is going to give Bobby Hall definitely time. And Matt Grenier in the 15 now also in the pits. Dalton Hall in the 44. He's also in the pits. Let's see if Phillips comes in this time. But he's not going to do it. Not yet. So Steven Shu in the 0-0 still at high ball is pitting. Everybody is pitting now. Just Shu and Phillips are left on the track that have not pit. There he comes. Okay, so Phillips is going to pit. Comes with him. There he is. I think he's trying to get down. There he goes. Yep, so they're both going to pit right now. Let's focus. Gordon Spain's still out there. Come around. Bobby Hall behind him. Gordon Spain might actually be first right now of all of these cars that have pit. He's got a good lead. Almost 2 seconds on Bobby Hall. Coming to 21 to go. We'll see where Chris Phillips is going to blend in here. Phillips is on the move. Even Shu pitting. Okay, so got Spain out front. Bobby Hall's right there. Chris Phillips, though, now a few seconds down. About 4 seconds, 3.5 down to these guys, and that is unfortunately what happens when you stay out a few extra laps. He's got some work to do, but he's got a very fast truck, and he's got Dan Worthington behind him right now. Remember, these guys are fighting for that third position in points. Worthington a little bit loose there, though, so looks like Phillips is going to be able to pull away from him. Take a look up front. Looks like we got a battle for the lead here. Bobby Hall trying the outside, seeing if he can get around Gordon Spain. Should be able to get that done. There he goes. Bobby Hall to the lead. All right, well, Bobby Hall's got it. Now, Chris Phillips is chopped off more than a second already. See that ticker just winding down. But with 19 laps to go, does he have time? And he's still got to get around Spain, too, so he's got to make that pass, and then he's got to go chase down Hall. He's got another 1/4 of a second there on that lap, so he is a lot faster, but Bobby Hall leading right now. See what happens with tires. And Phillips got the fresher ones now. Bobby Hall using the bottom of the track there in 1 and 2. Let's see what he does in 3 and 4. I think when you have a clear field like this, you can kind of go to the bottom because you can drive all the way up off, and so he is going to stay a lane up in 3 and 4. So that's clearly what he faster. 17 to go now. You see Chris Phillips in picture now. There he is, closing it in. It was about 4.5 seconds, and it is under 2 already. 17 to go. I would say that Chris Phillips does have time, but are these tires going to kind of equal out here a little bit, and is he going to be able to continue this pace? But boy, did he get around Gordon Spain fast. 2.5 seconds now. Bobby Hall clicking off some great laps. I mean, he's not loose. He's not overdriving. He's just taking what the truck will give him. Maybe conserving a little bit, just knowing that there's going to be a battle here in a minute. 15 now. Chris Phillips is in the picture. He is just about 1 second behind now. Oh, and we got a caution on the track. And I'll be honest, I don't see anybody too out of shape here. Hold on 1 second. Alex Foster off track. Let's take a look. There he is, 24 truck. Oh, Bobby Grady got way loose, way loose. He just plowed into him, could not check up in time. He got off pace very fast, so too bad for Alex Foster there. But this is going to make it exciting. So some guys may have a set of tires left. They may elect to take it. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea. If you're mid-pack or back, you're definitely going to come in and take tires. I don't know what these guys up front are going to do. Bobby Hall's in the worst position possible. Whatever he does, the others are not. And so he's got to make a decision here. I think. Okay, so Spain went in. I was going to say I wasn't sure if the pit road was even open yet. But I don't think Spain would come in if it wasn't. So I'm looking back here. Spain's the first one to pit. These guys, everybody's staying out here all the way back to the 33 in the 10th position. So we're going to have at least 8 trucks that are still out there. These guys up front are going to be able to battle each other. Everything's going to be equalized up here up front. So that's good. Now, I'm not going to do any driver interview right now. These guys are in the heat of it. I'm not going to try to distract anybody and give them the broadcaster curse. So we will let them continue to work here. Alex Healy did a good job of recovering there on that stint too. He finds himself in the 6th position right now after falling all the way back to 12 after that last restart. So he has definitely recovered well, and we will see what he can do the rest of the way here. All of these guys that are our top 4 or 5 and all in the top 6 in this race, so cream rises to the top, as they say. Take a look. So the lights are off, so we are going to go green this time. We'll get green with 11 to go in the race. Mike Allen's still having a great recovery here in the 7th position. Actually, the 8th on the outside. He's 8 right now. Great run for him today. This is going to be a shootout, folks. Nope, going to give an inch here. This is going to be very exciting. Probably going to be some fireworks. Don't look now, but Jeff Ledford just got himself back on the lead lap, so he is going to be back in the hunt. Gordon Spain, the one who pitted from up front, he finds himself in 10th position, so not too bad for him. He didn't lose too much. I think he was in about 3rd or so. All right, here we go. Great jump for Hall. Grenier gets to the inside of Phillips. Let's see what he can do. Great momentum there. Phillips going to stay way to the outside. Got momentum off the corner. What's he going to do? Cross over to the inside. Oh, now he's going to look all the way to the inside of the 94. 3 wide for the lead we are. 2 wide now as Grenier gets out of that. And Chris Phillips goes around to the front with 10 to go. Bobby Hall right there, though, still hasn't given up much. He's going to try the inside right here. Got a nose in there, but can't quite get it. He's going to have to fall back in line for now. Look at Schulenbacher going all the way down to the bottom. Phillips got a little bit of a gap now. He's got about a truck length. 3 wide back there for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Schulenbacher on the inside wins that battle. 3 wide again. Steven Shute keeps getting put in the middle there. The inside keeps winning out on those battles. Back to the front. Chris Phillips checking out. Oh no, Shue's going for a ride through the infield. He's gonna be able to keep it going. He's sliding. We got no caution yet. Still going up front. Oh, Bobby Hall is around. Oh, but he saves it. Oh, they're gonna have a caution now. Let's go. Okay, so let's go back to Steven Shute first. Let's see what happened there. But he was 3 wide twice for an entire lap almost. And he's just kind of floating up a little bit, kind of reacts to Dan Worthington and then gets hooked in the left rear. And we saw, I want to say Bobby Hall. What happened right here? Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, man. No, let's take a look. Let's take a look at that again. I don't want to say the 94 was coming down the track. If you look at the lines, on the track. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Go right here. No. There we go. See that line? He came down under that line when Schulenbacher was there. That got him kind of messed up. But because of the timing lines and everything, it looks like he's in about 4th position, but Bachler's going to be 2nd. So he was showing some speed too. But Chris Phillips now has control of this field, so he's whatever he needs. We'll see when we get green here. It's going to be not yet, so probably get green with only 4 to go. So a little bit more than a green-white checker, but it's going to be a shootout. And that looks like Scott Millard there getting his wave around. He will be back on the lead lap. So 14 trucks on the lead lap now. Well, if you thought that one was wild, this one's probably going to be even better. So as far as point implications go, now we got the 113 of Worthington, who is 3rd in points. He is now in 7th with Phillips in 1st. You can actually bring that back up again, so you see the spot there. Now he found himself in the 11th position, so he's not going to make up anything on Bobby Hall if it finishes like this. Dan Worthington again, so but Matt Grenier there in the middle. Matt Grenier in 3rd position, so Phillips does stand to make up a few points on everybody here if he can finish this out just as they stand. we'll have to see. But these guys got to be on edge right now. They are looking at 3 laps, essentially, of racing. Chris Phillips just wants to get that good jump. I'm sure he's aware that that 33 is fast. I think he knows he's faster than the 94. That 33 was coming up fast, and so he's got to think about that a little bit. 33 might have used the tires there on the previous caution when everybody else was kind of out. So here we go. We'll see what happens. Great jump there from Phillips. That's going to give him a great cushion. And 33 is going to fall back into third, so that's great for him. Oh, man, Jeff Ledford and somebody back down there got turned to the inside. Like maybe the 41? Couldn't really tell, but we'll stay kind of on the lead here as Schumacher now trying back to the inside of the 15. Okay, 3 to go. These guys still side by side. Exactly what Phillips wants to see in his mirror. Kane trying to find a spot to get through. He was the one that pit. Remember, he does have fresh tires. So if he could get through, he would probably be the most competition for the 6 truck. But he is stuck, and these guys are side by side. He's either going to have to make it 3 wide, or somebody's going to have to get through there, as it does look like 15 goes a little bit wide. So that may be the opening that he needs there. Chris Phillips a half-second lead with 2 to go. Not want to see a caution at this point. All single file up front. Go back here, Mike Allen, he's working on the 5th position here, trying to get a top 5 tonight. Great run for him. But Chris Phillips has got this thing in the bag, I think, on the final lap. Unless something major happens, but these guys are catching him. But as long as they're side by side, it's going to be tough. 33 might try to send it here. They are catching him. This is going to be close. But the 38 did not have speed in. The 33 is stuck behind Chris. Loose is the 33. Chris Phillips going to come away with the win. And look at that, 33 is lost it off of it. Raced so hard to the line, lost control afterwards. That's great. All right, let's get our results up here. So Chris Phillips takes the win. Schumacher in 2nd. Gordon Spain 3rd. Grainer's going to be 4th. Allen's going to be 5th. Michael Brooks is going to be 6th. Dan Worthington is 7th. Dalton Hall in 8th. Josh Highball in 9th. And Alex Heath rounds out your top 10 for tonight's race. Let's see if we can talk to some of our drivers here tonight. Gordon Spain is going to be our 3rd place finisher. Gordon Matthew in the booth, Bobby.
Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. Well, we talked earlier. You had a strong truck, a little bit of back and forth there, but top 3, not a bad finish.
Not bad. Feel like I could have had it there, but I will take it.
I mean, one more lap. I don't know if it was the 33 or you, but it was about to get wild, that's for sure.
It was.
Yeah, it was. Well,
Luckily, it didn't get too wild there.
Yeah, luckily you all finished,
But yeah, it was
right?
it was pretty fun racing my buddy and buddy John side by side for 2nd.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great
Door
run.
banging a little bit. I tried slowing him up with the door, but
Yeah.
not too much.
Yeah, for sure. It was good. So yeah, I mean, great run. So give us your friends, family, sponsors, teammates. Who do you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, just thank everybody. Thank you putting this league on. Thank Mag Real Estate, Natural Life, OG Sliders, my teammates. It's a good race.
Awesome. Very good. Well, congratulations on 3rd, bud. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right, there's that. Okay, so let's go to Schuenbachler. There he is. John Matthew in the booth. You got me?
I got you.
Hey, great race tonight. A little bit of back and forth. I think you took tires there late, and you had some speed at the end, huh?
Yeah, finally had a little bit of speed. Glad to have them extra set of tires.
Yeah, that definitely played out for you. I think you had another lap or so. You think you could have gotten it, huh?
I'd have been close. That 6 car, he was still fast, even though he had a couple more laps on his tires. He was still doing a heck of a job.
Yeah, he was fast truck all night, but you had a great
Yep.
run. Second place is nothing to bat an eye at. But give us your friends and family, sponsors, teammates. Who do you want to thank for tonight's race?
Alpha One, KFC, since I'm from Kentucky, and Jim Beam, also Kentucky.
Very good. All right. Well, again, congratulations on second place. We'll see you next week. Maybe we'll talk again.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
All right. All right. John, and let's talk to Chris. I know he's going to be a little fired up. Chris Matthew in the booth. Got me?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Not much, man. Great race. Strong truck, man.
Dude, it was a good one. That Chevy had some power on it tonight, man. I wish we would have had more yellow flags, or no, less yellow flags. That was too much, man. I enjoyed those green flags there. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was pretty wild at the end there, man. Those guys, I don't know if they had tires or whatnot, but they, you jumped out on that last restart, 4 to go. You had a ton of space, and then, man, they caught you pretty quick there. Were you just keeping it underneath you, or are they that fast?
No, the 33, or yeah, I think the 33 and 38 had fresher tires.
Yeah.
I think somebody else did too, and I had no choice. I was on my last set, so I mean, I was at that last caution, man. It I might have said a dirty word or two when it came out. I was a little upset, but man, it was. I really needed to go green there. If it would have went green, the whole race would have been fine by me. I mean, it was. I love this track, and it suits my race style, and I had fun. I mean, I wish we could have put on a better show though.
Yeah, well, it was. I mean, it was a great race. Nonetheless, you had a very strong truck. So congratulations on the win. Give us your friends, family, team.
Shout out to John. That was a good run out there at the end. My wife, loved them. Got to shout out them first. Foothills Motorsports, Chris Barker. He jumped in here. He didn't really want to race tonight, so he spotted for me. He helped me out a lot with my pit strategies. Big shout out to him. Steven, he was delirious half the race. He's been up for like 26 hours or some stuff like that.
That's what was going
Jeffrey,
on.
yeah, he's dude. He's been up for a while. He's on call this weekend, or this week, and he's been up. So shout out to him for doing that, man. Jeffrey and Alex, appreciate those guys. Everybody helped out. James Wagner Welding. That's our main sponsor, his team sponsor there in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Matt, Southern Racing Network, Mag Real Estate, there in San Antonio, Natural Life. Got to get those gummies.
Mm-hmm. All
Yeah.
right, very good. Well, okay, so before I let you go, though, let's talk points, because I don't know exactly where it's at now,
dude,
but you were in
I
fifth,
think it was
14
Yeah, I
out
think it
of
was
third.
like the absolute day I needed happened.
Absolutely.
And
Dan, so
my
Dan
my luck has
Worthington-
not been good.
Yeah, Dan Worthington finished 7th, and you got 5 points on the field plus those 5. So, dude, you're gonna be close. You're gonna be close to a podium. You got 2 races. You're gonna make the run. You gonna do it?
Oh, I'm trying, man. That's why Chris sat out. He's like, man, I'm gonna help you. I think I could help you more off the track than I could actually help you on the track. I
Yeah.
tried to get him to race, and he's like, nope, we'll help you. So I mean, he did, and so I think he's got a new job. So you might not see Chris Barker on the track anymore.
At least for the next 2 races, right?
right.
Very good. All right, man. Congratulations again. Great race.
Thanks,
we'll
Matt.
see how the points settle, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, great job, Matt. Appreciate it.
All right. Very good. Well, there you go. That's your winner tonight. So I made up some points, and we'll see where that sits him. I'll get an update for us on points next week, since we are winding down here, and we'll see how it all goes out. But thank you all for joining us tonight. We will see you next week.